All right, here we go. Another new project while we're waiting on the transmission and stuff. We got a vintage air kit, got a wiring kit, new compressor, got a new tack. We're doing factory console with a 4-speed. I'll show that to you a little bit later. It's all going in this 69 Camaro down here. So we just took the hood off. Look at what's beside it. That old S10 frame needing the brackets cut off. Well, we'll get to you another day. Air condition, factory console, factory gauges, factory tack. Switching all that out. We're gonna rip the seats out. Back seat, package tray. We're gonna cut it for the speakers. It's getting a new wiring kit. It's getting the works, and might be getting the ultimate black paint job while it's here. Not so sure, not so certain right at the moment. We've got to take a lot of it off to get the condenser and stuff like that. We got the new pulley kits ordered, the new crankshaft pulley with the compressor brackets and stuff like that's on the way. But yeah, we're gonna pull all this factory wiring out, put it in a brand new kit with air conditioning and a new black paint job. And I mean black. When I say black, it's going to be black, y'all. Black. Y'all stay tuned. All right, here we go. It is a bright and early Monday morning, and we've got this thing tore down. Got the fender off. Never actually done AC on a 69 Camaro, but the instructions says to take the fender off and lower the inner fender. Well, we decided just to take it all and get it out of the way. That way we can access everything. Got a little bit of rustages. The inner fender shot. This is what you run into when you try to fix something for somebody, because, you know, I'll have to tell him that his inner fender and all is bad. Well, you buy an inner fender, then you got to make the aftermarket fit, and then it just keeps snowballing, escalating from one thing to the other. It don't take long to make a mess and fill up a shop. So, as you can see, this baby's down for the count. Ain't that something? I mean, this is a Monday morning madness. You see what the original color was. But we've got everything out, and got to get this wire and harness and stuff out. We're gonna get it out without damaging it, and clean up everything, clean up the rat's nest and the bird's nest, and then we got to look through the instructions and fabricate what hole we need for the thing. We'll take you along for that. But at the moment, we're going to stop for just a little bit. We got to run the wind gate, pick up a transmission for this one over here. So y'all stay tuned. All right. Missing these in the kit. The ones I've got are 1/2 inch. I don't know why. I guess whenever I ordered them for the other truck, I had another truck here. I guess I ordered the wrong ones. But anyway, I thought I had the stuff to fix it. They were missing in the kit. I messaged the company, but I haven't heard anything from them. They go on right there, and your heater hoses connect and run through over here and out. But anyway, I ordered some, and they are on the way. Regardless of what the company, if they send out some, that's fine. If they don't, We ain't got time to wait over $10 a piece. Not when we need to keep moving, because like I said, he got the transmission finished up in this one. So this one still got to have the wiring done inside, but I mean, it's ready to drive, or to try to drive. Well, that's part of the inner fender on the passenger side. Look, woof-da! Radiator support's rotten. Well, look what we got in. Brand new one. Brand new. And brand new bushings. Christmas time. Now, we got a new inner fender coming too for the passenger side, because it's rotten. 69 Camaro harness, minus the harness that's in the trunk for the tail lights and stuff. It's unhooked. I just hadn't got it out. I've got to check the new harness and see what kind of fittings I've got to make all that work. That was a job. Run down this channel right here with these plates covering. Has a plate that slides in and runs along the back. Went up through, come out right there was the wire and the plugs for that went from the fuse box. So this is the plug that was up under the dash, and then it run along and run out to the trunk to that plug. That plug right there is what plugged into the rear harness, and then there's your fuse box and stuff. Those wires are still working, but they're stiff. We got a new kit here though from American Auto Wire. Got to get some of this cleaned up and make room for the new kit. Got the new harness laid in. We mount the box after lunch. Got the wires run through that's going to be out here at the front. Dylan's got the new compressor mounted. We got a new bottom pulley coming. It's supposed to be here today. It'll have 3 rows instead of 2. Brackets, all that to get fabbed up, make sure that it works right and everything lines up, and then he'll pull it back off, clean it up, clean those sharp edges up, sand those brackets, paint them black to match. We got this thing tore down, y'all, but since it had to have a radiator support and the inner fender, you know, that's just the way it ended up. The speed wise, as far as wiring and fabbing up these brackets and stuff, will actually be faster with the front end off, and they're wanting it painted anyway. So what better time to be able to get the door jambs and stuff like that's what I'm thinking. Without, I know they didn't want to go down this far, but the rust helped us this time, because you can see there's part of the radiator support still there. So technically, since it's black, I'm thinking those pieces that are off, because we're not gapping the car, I don't think. I need to call him, have him come back by and just see for sure, since we're at this level. But if we're not gapping the car, if we're just going to leave it the way it was, then those pieces that are off, the fenders, the hood, the front valance, the lower valance, all of that could be body work, painted black before assembled back. Or if we don't do that, we're going to at least trim out everything. The door jambs, all of that. go ahead and trim all that out. And I ordered some actual transition tape last night to go in right here and make it easier for there to be a hidden edge. The gap fits tight. I mean, I don't think they're wanting to get into fabricating the gaps. I don't think. We'll see. It's already kind of changed. But we're pushing along to try to get it, at least get it to where we can fire it up, drive it, you know. It's hard to say. Everything changes from moment to moment around here. But we'll see, because this truck behind me, it's ready to actually be fired up. But we've got the air conditioning on. It's nice and cool in here. I need to go ahead and just wire it too while it's in here. So stay tuned. We'll see what we got. All right. He's getting closer to getting them on. They're crooked now, but they're straight when he tightens them up. What I wanted to show you was something on the wiring. I made a 4x4 plate and put a grommet in the middle. Run my wires through it and mounted my fuse box and all back up like what it was in the factory. But what I wanted to show you is I got all these wires to run and put in this corrugated. I'm gonna run the corrugated under the carpet, or not under the carpet, but back under here because it's stronger. Any of you that has ever used it, when you take your thumb and open it to get the wire through, man, it just wears your thumb out. Well, look at this that we picked up from Amazon. Dylan said, hey, we need one of these. So what you do is you turn the white piece up and it will open up right here on top. You can see where that moves, and then you can put your wire in it and then drop that little peak corner down inside the loom. See if I can get you set up here. Get you turned around. So then when you pull it just like that, the cable goes in and inside there, and in that is what's dragging against instead of your fingers. Because any of you that has ever done it, you know that it is a pain in the butt to get back in there. Because see, when it jumps out, what I need to do is go back through and wrap me a couple pieces of tape around to keep it. But I had my foot on it too. But when you've got it all out to where it is not in a bind, that little tool right there works so good. So if you didn't know, now you know. And if you didn't know, now you know. Give us a like, a share, a comment, a subscribe, something. If you learned anything, give us something. But we're closer. I'm gonna get these wires run at the back, and while he's finishing up there, try to get this thing back together. Evening update. We're not done. You remember earlier, all of this was right here looking good. Look, it's all broke back apart, ready to be cleaned up, sanded, painted, and then assembled one more time. It's a lot. Brand new 3-groove pulley in the bottom. Really not a lot to update. Well, yeah, the wiring and everything is back inside. I can show you this metal tracking. I've never done a Camaro before, but that metal tracking is what protects. Can you see my wiring and all that goes up inside there? Let me get a light. See if you can see that. wiring that goes up inside travels up and then right there, and then it runs through back here and then up back through there. That metal tracking covers all that. That's pretty cool. Something different that I didn't know. If you didn't know, now you know. Now we both know. Box is mounted. The wires are being separated and run where they need to be run. But we're gonna call it a day today. And check this out. It's all on. Dylan took it all back apart, sanded, painted all the brackets, put it back together. They actually look powder coated. He done a really good job. It's a job trying to line up brackets and getting them right, but he did good. I hadn't got my wiring caught up to where we need yet because I've been busy doing something else, but he was in here diligently working and getting us moving on forward. So now I got to try to play catch up. Wow, that makes a difference, don't it? Nicely neat and run. Dylan done a great job. Man, it looks good. Camaro. We call them Slamaros. But yeah, it's really not slow. It probably runs pretty good. Got some of the wire straightened up inside. Got my kick panel, my carpet and all back in. And got everything run up kind of to the area that it's going to go. And then some of it I put in wire loom just for protection, to keep from rubbing against anything over a period of time. So we got a little journey to take tomorrow, but you stay tuned. We'll be back on this. I think when I looked this morning, we had 1,814 subscribers, I think. I said, wow, hallelujah. The car is getting a really good makeover. That radiator support really sets it off. And the other inner fender came today. It's going to be shiny black like that probably. About going to have to at least, I think, since this has got a new inner fender, take this one over here and clean it up and at least make them match. Because then the three pieces would look, even though the rest of it's not done. But we'll see.